Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today I thought we would do another fun painting. So let's get started. Now with the 2-inch brush and a little bit of blue, we can just paint in our sky. Now I have some white paint down first, and I'm letting this blue blend with it, get lighter as we come down. Now with a clean 2-inch brush, we can just blend out this whole sky. Make it look very soft. Get rid of any harsh lines in there. Now with the fan brush and some blue and red and black, we can paint in a nice big cloud up here. I'm using tiny little circles and kind of shaping the outside of the cloud. This one's going to be nice and big and very fluffy. Now, with a clean 2-inch brush, we can soften this cloud just with tiny little circles. And I want to totally destroy this back edge here. Make it blend right away. Then we'll go lightly across. Now with the 1-inch brush and some white, we can add some highlight to this big cloud up here. And I'm focusing more on the edge of the cloud than inside the cloud because I want some shadows in there. Leave some of the dark. Now when you've finished highlighting your clouds, you can go back to the 2-inch brush and lightly blend out the highlight. And now we don't want to mess up the tops. We're just working on the bottom of the highlight. And then we can fluff the cloud, kind of lift it up, and then blend right across. Now we can go into a little bit more white and just add an extra highlight right on the edge of the cloud. Really where the light would hit it, make it really bright. And don't get too carried away with this. You only need a little bit. Now with the knife and some black, we can drop in a nice big mountain up here. Now this is just the dark part. We'll come back and highlight in just a minute. Now with a clean brush, we can grab this mountain and blend it out. Make it look nice and soft down toward the bottom. Now with some white on the knife, we can highlight this mountain very lightly. Just let the knife run right down the mountain. I want all this breaking in there, all that texture. Now when you're finished highlighting your mountain, you can grab a little bit of blue and white and add the shadow side to the mountain. It's really the same thing, just letting the paint break on the way down, leaving a lot of texture in the paint. Now back to the 2-inch brush, and we can tap the base of this mountain to create some mist. And then when you're done tapping, lift up. That kind of blends it all together. Now with some green on the fan brush, we can just touch and lift up to get a ton of little trees back there, right at the horizon. When you're done with those small trees, we can take the same color and make some bigger trees. This time I'm just going to use the corner of the brush and tap. Kind of form each of your little limbs. And maybe another one right there. Now when you're done with those trees, and we can come over here and do the same to this side. I'm just using the corner of the brush working back and forth, nothing different. And notice how they're getting a little bit bigger as they come forward, because I want the land to kind of come this way, wrap around a little. Now when you're done with these little trees, reload the brush, do a big one right here. But it's really the same as the little ones. Now when you're done with your trees, we can add some grass right at the bottom. And we'll come back and highlight, make it look very nice. Now with the 1-inch brush and a little bit of blue and black, we can add some water down here. Very, very dark. Now with the knife, we can block in some dark color, just like this. This is going to eventually be some cliffs. But for now, we just need the dark. Now with some brown and white, we can add a few little highlights to this cliff back here. Keep them nice and small in the back, then have them get bigger as they come forward. Now with a darker brown on the knife, we can add some cliffs on the other side. Now this is darker because the side's in shadow. Light's coming in like that, hitting the right side, and this left side will be kind of dark. And don't worry if you get some in the water, we'll just turn it into reflections. Now back to the 1-inch brush and some dark green. We can add a little bit of land. It slopes down just like that. It kind of pushes that water back a little. With the 1-inch brush and a little bit of green and yellow, we can highlight our grass just by tapping with the brush. And I also want to leave some dark in here. Don't make it all this color. Now with the fan brush and some white and blue, we can add a little bit of highlight on the water. And keep them pretty flat. Keep your lines flat so your water's not tilting. And leave some dark in your water too. Now with some green on the fan brush, we can add some highlight to these pine trees. Now we don't want too much. We do want to leave a lot of dark in the tree. Now after looking at this, I've decided we need a nice big tree right there. So we'll just drop one in. Now with some white on the knife, we can add a very small water line back here. Just by kind of touching with the knife and rubbing back and forth. And keep them very flat. Make sure they're as flat as you can get them. Alright, well I think we're done. I had a lot of fun, I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my new website and also my DVD for sale. I'll put those links below. And thanks for watching.